Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Erickson TV. Curtis here with Lauren. Hey Lauren.
Hey everybody.
Hey Lauren, you have a cell phone, correct?
Yes, I do have a cell phone.
I have a cell phone.
A very old cell phone.
Yeah, everybody's got a cell phone.
Even me.
Yeah, in fact, it doesn't really matter what your age. When I see our client range, goes from kids in school all the way up till people well into their retirement years, and everybody I know has a cell phone. It's just one of the great communication tools. I will want to say this though. I have this cousin who I won't say his name. He's the only adult I know that does not have a cell phone. Really? And he's like 46 years old, and he's taken it to point of pride that part of it, he doesn't want to be easily accessible from his family business so they can track him down. But the other thing is that could recently change because he's got a long-term girlfriend now that I'm sure is going to require him to get a cell phone. So anyway, so cell phones. Everybody except my cousin has a cell phone. And the thing that people always want to wonder about is our cell phones tax deductible. You have to buy the cell phone, you have to pay the high monthly fees. Right. If you're fortunate to have a smartphone, that adds an internet charge. I mean, there's a lot of expenses, with having a cell phone. And so this applies actually to employees that work for a company, and also for company owners. There's kind of several different rules, but up until a recent law change, cell phones were considered listed property. Right. Lauren, what is listed property?
Listed property is basically, the simplest way that I would explain it is to explain why it exists. There are a lot of things that as a business owner you might use in your business, but then you probably also use in your personal life as well. So for instance, you might use a car a lot in your business. And so it's listed property because you have to list to what extent do you use it personally and to what extent do you use it in your business. And then normally it can only really be deducted on the business side, but sometimes you can deduct it in both places, but the rules will be different.
Yeah, that's a great summary. Thank you. In cell phones, up until the recent law change, have been considered listed property, and that's basically the IRS saying, "Hey, fair warning, if we audit you, you're going to have to prove your business use percentage." Right. So they had a recent law change where they said, "Okay, because cell phones are so prevalent and everybody has one, and it's the record keeping requirements are so onerous to go through every phone call on your list of your cell phone bill, that they're going to say that cell phones are now not listed property," which is great. And they're even better if you are an employee, and let's say your company provides you a cell phone to use. Even if you use that for personal use, it doesn't matter. The IRS says we're not going to deem that personal use to be compensation or a fringe benefit, and we're not even going to make you have to prove that it's a business phone. As long as you have to be available to your employer with the phone. You don't have to prove that it's all being used for business, which is a great rule.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
that's surprising, actually.
And here's this is related to business owners now. If you're a sole proprietor, you don't have to list it as listed property. Right. However, you still have to keep track, unfortunately, as a sole proprietor, of if the business use versus the personal use, and be prepared if you're ever audited. You just don't have to list it on the return. Right. If you are an owner of in a corporation, it's a different rule. You don't have to. You get 100% business use. You don't have to prove out that it's business versus personal. So that's a little small advantage now for being a corporation versus a sole proprietor or an LLC. So anyway, that's the rule for cell phone deductibility. If you have any questions, or you just want to kind of have a little bit more thorough explanation about how this works in your situation, please give Lauren or myself a call. Talk to you soon and have a great day. See you next time on Erickson TV. Bye now.